My lords and ladies, now to these ethereal spaces. Here begins the court of their royal majesties, Sven and Rifkin. Hear now the words of their majesties. Rifkin goes first. Sven goes first.
Scamp.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our virtual court. I am actually in Willsmere, and I'm going to say hello to Her Majesty in Stromgard. And thank you.
And we're in a very rainy, cold Stromgard in this beautiful backyard. And I got to check out this thing behind me. Kata did this amazing thing with roses. I feel like I'm in the Rose Parade. But really, I'm just really excited to recognize so many wonderful people today, and welcome.
May I proceed with the first piece of business, Your Majesty?
I was going to let Her Excellency say something if she wanted to.
That was totally going to be my first piece of business.
All right.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out and enjoying this lovely afternoon. Your Majesties, thank you for allowing us to hold a court today, and I look forward to seeing recognition happen. I'm really super excited.
The excitement is palpable. You can see the hands. All right, you're on.
I'm on. It's me. The hospitality of Stromgard is known throughout Ontir, and today it has risen to one of its finest moments. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We have today a Laurel offer. Kanzara of Samarkand, make yourself available.
So I'm going to fill some time here because she's actually here, but stepped away for a moment. Oh, here she comes. Over here, this way.
Kanzara of Samarkand, follow Kata. Follow the Primrose Trail.
Hi, Kanzara. So, His Majesty and I met with the Laurels this week, and I listened to you play last week, and you play the most beautiful music. What is it, 12 stringed instruments?
Something like that.
Something like that, and percussion, and the harp. And we would like to put you on vigil for Laurel, if you will accept that from us.
I'd be very honored to accept Your Majesty.
She said yes.
Then make yourself ready and consider your vigil and talk with your folks and find out when a good time to accept this accolade and recognition will be.
I'm telling you when you're going to take it. You're going to take it to Kingdom A&S. You're all set up.
Conveniently, I'll be there for music.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, and it's really our pleasure.
Your Majesty has saved you hours of worrying. Bless the generosity of Ontirs. As your caption should be reading at the bottom of the screen, and for those just joining us, that is Kanzara of Samarkand, accepting being put on vigil for the Order of the Laurel. Three cheers for the new candidate. Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Look how fast Laura's typing huzzah. Good work. All right, next piece of business. When Shea reigned as queen, she determined that as the apple blossom becomes fruit to enrich and sustain, so too do those of our populace who indeed display grace, courtesy, and chivalry above and beyond that which is expected. Thus does Rifkin, Queen of Ontir, by grace and inspiration with the grace of Ontir, herewith recognize Ludwiga Wolfkiller for leading by example, and in so doing, promoting those ideals dear to her. Done with the concurrence of Sven, King of Ontir, and by hand and seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 61.
So, Your Grace, you are impossible to surprise. And you are impossible to thank well enough. You really are sort of the backbone of Ontir. I don't think you've ever stopped serving in the decades you've been playing. and I don't really know how to thank you enough, but we, behind your back, Sven and I had a scroll made for you. And I don't know if you heard any of that because you were walking away, but we're awarding you the grace. And
Oh my.
Eden made this phenomenal. Am I doing that wrong?
Hey, you got it.
I want to show the people at home. Okay, this phenomenal scroll for you. It's just like a token of our appreciation, because really, I don't know how to thank you in an adequate way, but you really are the epitome of this award. And I don't know if you heard what Scamp said, but
I said it again.
I'll watch the recording.
all right.
So, thank you.
Your Majesty, did you want to say something too?
I just want to kind of say the same thing. You know, you've always been an inspiration to me and to this kingdom, and you've always been very kind and generous to amazing to me. And when Her Majesty stated that she wanted to give this to you, I was like, I have to be there to see this. So congratulations, and thank you for everything you've done for us before and in the future.
And Ontir. I mean, really.
And Ontir, yeah. So.
Yeah, it's you are the person I think a lot of people look to aspire to be like, and I just thank you for that from the bottom of my heart.
Your Majesty, permission to let the recipient cry.
Yes.
Award, poem, and calligraphy by Eden the Mad. Translation by Stephen Skiles. Ludviga Wolfkiller. Chivalry, grace, and courtesy displayed. Leading with sustaining and graceful example, like the apple blossom. Beautiful flower, copious fruit. Our kingdom nourished. Rifkin Queen Ontir recognizes. Sven King Ontir concurs. February 26th.
I will try to be worthy of this acclamation.
Oh, you're more than worthy.
Already, yeah.
Thank you.
3 cheers for the grace. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
I didn't get a huzzah out of that guy.
Huzzah!
Good work. Nailed it. Thank you, Your Majesty. Their Royal Majesties call before them Kalja Korkoi. The crown has words for you.
So Kalja, His Majesty and I, we think you're awesome. You are. Do you want to say something first?
Sure. I mean, so I just wanted to say that Queen Helene has given you something, and she did this at a roving court at 12th night. She has asked us to give this to you on her behalf, and it is our great honor and privilege to do so. That's what I have to say.
Yeah. When she asked us to do this on her behalf, it not only an honor but a privilege. So I'm going to read her words to you, and then we'll have all the stuff. So, greetings, Baroness Kalja. I send these words that I wish I had been able to speak before you in person. One more plan thwarted by pestilence. For me, a Lion of Ontir is 2 things. The first... Can we get a close-up? The first is a mighty legend whose name and works are known throughout the land and the land's history. The second is a beacon, an example for people to reach towards. When I first met you, I was terrified of this great peer I had heard so much about. I had an ill-informed opinion on something you had done, and when I approached you about it, ready for a battle, you instead sat me down and you shared your insight and intentions. You have shown me how a peer truly stewards the kingdom, and your example has guided my hand in every interaction. I watch you approach disagreements with respect and understanding while still remaining firm in your moral convictions. I watch you disagree respectfully. I have witnessed you change your mind and own up to your mistakes truthfully and with humility. It is my hope to one day be even half the leader you are. You are the very best of us. You are a lion. Duchess Helene. So,
Oh. Oh.
And Her Grace made you this wonderful box.
Oh.
Sorry. That has your puppy on it. So really, like I know we sort of said something before, but I just want to echo what Her Grace said. You really are one of those people that backs up everything that you say with action, and she's totally correct. Like, one of, I think, the truest marks of a leader and of somebody who is mature is knowing when you're wrong, or knowing when you don't have every point of view, and being willing to listen and have a discussion. And you are really the epitome of that. And I'm so happy for you.
And I'd also like to say that I think that you epitomize the heart and soul of this kingdom. And it's such a brilliant idea. And I wish it was ours. But at least we get to be a small part of you becoming a lion. And you're so very important to me, Kolja. And you helped us walk us through our fourth reign. And I'm sorry, I'm losing it a little bit. Wow. Congratulations. Well deserved. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, would you like me to continue?
Yes, please. Yes.
In the second reign of Torkel and Ludviga, their majesties took unto themselves their prerogative to honor those whom the crown believed to epitomize the ideals of Ontir, and thus was created the honor of the Lion of Ontir. Proclaim through all the land that we, Helen, Queen of Ontir, being greatly inspired by the example set for us and our subjects by Kalja Korkoi, through the contribution to the quality of life in our realm, now do create them a fellow of the honor of the Lion of Ontir, with all the privileges pertaining thereto, being the right to include a lion, tail forked, and nodes. Nope, that is a mistypo. Sable as a supporter upon their armorial achievement, and the right to augment their personal banner with a stripe index to Cheki or an argent to witness to signify their estate. In witness whereof do we here set our hand and seal this day, Anno Societatis, super cold and rainy. You have their majesty's leave to cry. Huzzah. A joyous noise!
I just have to say how hard it was to sit on that for a month and a half. But we did it, and she.
Yeah, I was like, she really doesn't know?
No, she really doesn't know. All right.
Dagmar, Thorfinn's daughter, make yourself ready before their dread majesty.
That way.
I feel so lucky that I have so many of the people that deserve recognition actually here today, and you're one of them.
Perfect.
You always have service with a smile. I don't know like how you do it, but you always are smiling, and you always are serving. You are the event steward for when Founding Revel actually happens, which is not today, but should have been today. We want to thank you for your service. So hear the words of our herald.
Proclaim unto all peoples that we, Sven and Rifkin, Rex and Regina, Ontir, have noted the dedication, works, and loyalty of our subject, Dagmar, Thorfinn's daughter, who has greatly enriched our realm. In gratitude, we thus award them entrance into the right noble order of the Gute Song, and do further honor them with a grant of arms, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. In witness thereof, we set our hand and seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 61.
So this is so well deserved and kind of overdue, I think. But thank you so much for coming to Ontir. Thank you, Rainer, for bringing her here. And just really jumping into the kingdom and just helping out and contributing like you do. Thank you.
A joyous note for the newest recipient of the Order of the Gute song. Also, yay from the recipient. Good work. It is common amongst the nobles and royals of the lands of Ontir that when visiting the realms and courts of one another to exchange largesse that they may better enrich their populace. So now we shall witness such an exchange between Her Excellency of Stromgard, Baroness of these lands, and Her Majesty Rifkin.
Can I have the other one first?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. This one is for you. Thank you so much for welcoming us down here and for being receptive to my ask to still have a virtual court even though you rescheduled your event. I really appreciate it. It's really important to me that we use technology and to the best of our ability to engage people and build community. And I really appreciate you being open to that.
My pleasure. The items in the boxes were made by Duncan.
Oh, cool.
And Countess Ilaria
Cool.
made the other little bits.
Thank you. All right.
It goes from you?
Yes.
Thank you.
So
Got it.
this goes, can you come back around? This goes to you and your team, and the team that's here.
Kata and
No, they have their own actually.
Oh.
I just want to thank you all for. I mean, this is like over the top, really cool. So if we can do virtual courts like this all the time, I mean, my God. So thank you so much. And then this is for the man behind the curtain and his lovely, lovely wife, Refskeg and Kata. You guys really have made virtual court interesting, engaging. Oh, it's both of you. So can one of you? Yeah. So I and His Majesty appreciate it so much. All the effort. I mean, this is incredible. You're amazing. I think His Majesty said insane earlier, but in the best way. So this is just a small token of our appreciation to you both. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This was gifted to us to give, and this is made by Countess Ilaria. So a lovely thank you gift.
Thank you.
A lovely thank you gift again from Countess Ilaria.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
For those just tuning in, this exchange of largesse allows us to showcase our artisans and say gratitudes with our whole hearts, as well as share the craftsmanship of our lands. Thank you. May I continue?
Please.
Ragna and Valska, make yourself ready and available.
Hi, Ragna.
hi.
Okay, good. You can hear us. So people have written into us telling us about your Silent Herald duties and you doing that and being the chronicler of Stromgard and really just pitching in whenever anything is needed. So we would like to recognize you for all your contributions to the kingdom and your barony.
Let it be known that we, King Sven and Queen Rifkin, have observed the good works and labors of the subjects of this kingdom of Ontir. Courtesy, loyalty, and diligence are the hallmarks of our subject, Ragna and Valska. So noting this, we do bestow unto them. So noting this, do we bestow unto them an award of arms. Additionally, do we command them to seek out suitable and unique heraldry so that their mark may join the other nobles of Ontir. In witness thereof, we have set our hand and seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 61. You got homework.
So congratulations and thank you so much. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I actually do have a device that just recently got approved.
Well, you're ahead of the game.
You're crushing it.
Yeah, very cool. So now you got to put it on all the stuff.
I haven't done that yet, so thank you.
That's what we're charging you to do.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheers.
3 cheers for the newest award of arms of Ontir. Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
If you're not huzzahing at home, we'll find you.
The whole The Great show has made Huzzah like so much fun.
Right?
Right. Oh, yes.
Vikings. Thora, your Salafari. Make yourself available.
Hi, Thora.
Hi, everyone.
So, I wanted you to know that what we're giving you, I am shocked that you don't already have, because you are such a fabulous artisan. Your weaving is incredible. And I wish you all the luck in Kingdom A&S in a couple weeks, because I think you're just going to kick ass. But should I not have said that? Is that a bad thing? His Majesty gave me a look.
No, that was just exciting.
And your costuming is awesome. So hear the words of my herald.
That's me.
Yeah.
Strong is the foundation of a kingdom that rests upon the creations of their subjects. A world without the arts and sciences would be drab and a colorless place. Thora, your Salafari stands out amongst our populace for their superb works, thus brightening our realm. Therefore do we, Sven and Rifkin, King and Queen of Ontir, admit them to the right noble order of the Jaume de Lion. And with this fellowship a grant of arms as well as our gratitude, for they have brought beauty and learning to our people. In witness thereof, we set our hand and seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 56. I've said it wrong like 7 times. Roll with it.
LVI.
Yes, thank you. The Roman got the Roman numerals wrong. It happens. Okay, 3 cheers for the newest member of the Order of the Jaume de Lion. Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Before you leave, I just want to thank you for your passion and how much you share your passion on social media, because it really is contagious. So thank you for that as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's my girl.
Oh. Would you like the medallion?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you, Thora. We got a whole set of them. If you want them now.
No, okay, that's fine. Oh, babe.
It's all good. Her Majesty has decreed it all good, and therefore all good it is.
So it is. Yes. Thank you.
I got you.
Yes. Yeah.
Marl of Dragon's Mist, make yourself ready. Brace yourself. All right, are you braced?
I am braced.
Are you ready?
I hope I'm ready.
Your Majesty.
So, Marl, I've heard all about your heraldic endeavors and working with the College of Heralds, and how you are one of the only people doing, and I'm going to butcher this, Chinese onomastics. Is that right? Did I say that right?
Perfect.
Okay, cool. Anyway, we've been told that you're like the expert at that, and you don't have an award of arms yet. So we would like to recognize everything you've done during the pandemic with the College of Heralds, and sharing your special emphasis so that we get more diverse. Really appreciated. So.
We, Sven, Shining King, and Rifkin, Wise Queen, rightful sovereigns of the Sable Lion Thrones, are moved to recognize the diverse efforts of our subject, Marl of Dragon's Mist, and herewith award them arms. We further charge them with all the rights and obligations appropriate thereto. Done by our royal hand and seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societati 56, not 61.
So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
Oh, you're most welcome. And really,
And Your Other Majesty.
Yeah, I'm sort of stealing the thunder today. Sorry, Your Majesty.
I'm just kidding.
Really, like, thank you so much for all of your work. We really appreciate it.
A joyous noise for the newest recipient of arms and Ontir. Pause for dramatic effect. Court resumes. Tatiana of Stromgard, make yourself ready. If she was camouflaged, she looked like Fenris and Tatiana. Well done. You look ready.
Hi, Tatiana.
Hi.
So we've heard all about you working in the kitchens at the Virgin Countess, decades of service, cooking and cooking for camps and really helping out in that way and in any way that you can. And so we would like to recognize you for your decades of service. After Scamp gets back from doing whatever he's doing.
Your servant, Your Majesty. Hold yourselves silent and attend these words of dread King Sven and fierce Queen Ripken. Let all know that Tatiana of Stromgard has through great service to our people pleased us and does deserve our recognition. Thus do we admit them to the right noble order of the Gute Song. In tribute, we gift a grant of arms, and with gratitude, we set our hand and seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 56. A joyous noise for the newest member of the Order of the Gute Song.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much. And I think we're staying on you guys, right? All right. So Fenris.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Also worked at the Virgin Countess at Sport of Kings, which, you know, as a fighter, I really appreciate. So it's really nice to have food there. You've also decades of tearing down and setting up and just all sorts of service all over the place. So we would also like to recognize your service and thank you for it.
Proclaim unto all peoples that we, Sven and Ripken, Rexa Regina Ontir, have noted the dedication, works, and loyalty of our subject Fenris Na, who has greatly enriched our realm. In gratitude, we thus award them entrance into the right noble order of the Gute Song, and do further honor them with a grant of arms with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities, etc., etc. 3 cheers for the newest member of the Gute Song. Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
3 more for Tatiana. Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Well done, both of you.
Well, thank you guys so much. Also, I forgot to say all the stuff you do at Fighter Day and with armoring for Stromgard. You guys are really integral to the community here, and we appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
Meva in Truvi, let it be known that we, King Sven and Queen Ripken, had observed your good works. Your Majesty.
Oh, so Maeve has worked gate. She helps out all over, and she's new, but she's known for welcoming newcomers, which I think is amazing. So we would like to recognize her for her service and her building of community.
Village Builder.
Village builder.
Is Maeve with us today?
Nope.
Maeve is not. So, you know the rules. Shh.
Just gonna try to join later.
We may circle back yet before we're done. All right. These 3 first? Okay. You ready, Your Majesty?
Yes.
Okay. In the days when Scalenus ruled as Prince of Ontir, Malin, his princess, wished to honor those who had been of special service to her during her reign. She established the award of the Forget-Me-Not to be given by the princesses of Ontir at their pleasure. Likewise did Morag, first queen of Ontir, determine that service to the queen was worthy of honor, and chose to continue to present the Forget-Me-Not to those who had distinguished themselves in her service. To this day, personal service to the consort of Ontir has been recognized by the bestowal of the Forget-Me-Not, and today Queen Ripken is pleased to continue this tradition. Ashaksi, Skonka, Mara, make yourselves available.
So you guys don't have to get down, but if you can get there, we go.
Just in front.
So
Come towards scam. Walk towards scam.
We'll get it.
You're
It's like
doing
a dance, right? So Skunka's not here, but Skunka made my kid a really great cornet so that they felt special for when they were the Shazad Royale. And you spent hours helping bead this dress, and you made the dress, and you know, making all sorts of things for me, and you've been super integral to me hopefully being successful so far. So I just wanted to thank you all for helping the reign be successful and helping us look good, because you've also helped His Majesty with his step-up clothes as well. So these are forget-me-nots. And can I give your brothers to you? There you go. And then I also wanted to give you a bountiful hand, because you've done so much, not just for us, but for the kingdom. We wouldn't, well, it's not up, but because she made this beautiful thing. But you have made most of the regalia for Ontir, and it's held up great. And I just appreciate you more than I can probably say. And thank you for being my sounding board and my ear. I love you. Love you too.
Okay. For those who are the newest recipients of the Forget-Me-Not, a joyous noise! Woo-hoo! All right. We're going to punt. Thora, yep, let's try it again. Thora, your Salafari, make yourself ready. Apologies.
Yeah,
Your strange names are foreign to me.
So I apologize to Thora. We should have done this together with your Gute. But I don't know if she's...
forgive me. I'm doing the best I can.
No,
I take full responsibility.
You can't read my mind.
I have attempted to and failed.
Well, anyway, Thora has been integral to our retinue. She is the person that does all our court reports. So if you are happy about everything getting in the crier and everything getting onto the OP as fast as it does, that is all Thora. Thora has been amazing. So I would also like to recognize her with a forget-me-not. Thank you, Thora.
A joyous noise for Thora. Woo-hoo! Thank you all who are home right now joining us from remote areas to share this ethereal space with us. Thank you, too, for the patience you have shown us as we navigate these new realms. Woo-hoo! Peter Bates, make yourself ready.
All right.
We, Sven, Shining King, and Rifkin, Wise Queen, rightful sovereigns of the Sable Lion Thrones, are moved to recognize the diverse efforts of our subject, Peter Bates, and herewith award them arms. We further charge them with all the rights and obligations appropriate thereto, done by our royal hand and seal this 26th of February, Anno Societatis 56.
So, Peter, we got a really cool recommendation. Yeah, that's awesome. Her Grace and her team have done an amazing job with the charters. They're just gorgeous. But I want to talk about you for a second. We got this amazing recommendation for you that talked about how you did the impossible and you brought Rapier back to Stromgard, and that you really have nurtured the Rapier community here in a way that it hasn't been in a very long time. And even though you're fairly new yourself, you've put together something called the Wayward Tavern to welcome new people, which is super cool. So we thank you for all of that. That's just amazing, super amazing. So thank you.
Thank you.
Your Majesty, do you have any words to add?
Thank you.
Excellently done, Your Majesty. Your eloquence has moved me to tears. A joyous noise for the newest recipient of arms in Ontir. Woo!
Yeah.
Also,
That's the best.
excellent. Those following along at home could do worse than to follow Peter Bates's example. Thank you. Justin de Leon, stand ready.
Hi, Justin.
Hello, Your Majesty.
So,
Hello, Your Majesty.
so you are one of the kindest, most measured, thoughtful people I think I've ever met. You have been an ear and a voice for so many crowns as an advisor, and you are kind in the face of unkindness, and you always have time for people. And so we wanted to recognize you for really what you add to Ontir with your thoughtfulness.
Thank you.
When Shea reigned as queen, she determined that as the apple blossom becomes fruit to enrich and sustain, so too do those of our populace who indeed display grace, courtesy, and chivalry above and beyond that which is expected. Thus does Rifkin, queen Ontir, by grace and inspiration, with the grace of Ontir, herewith recognizes Justin de Leon for leading by example, and in so doing promotes those ideals dear to her. Done with the concurrence of Sven, king Ontir, and by hand and seal this 26th day of February, Annus Societatis 56.
I think you're on mute. Oh, there you go. I mean every word. You, like Her Grace, really epitomize, I think, what Shia did when she set up this award, and you're inspiring. So,
Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you very much. Thank you both.
3 cheers for the newest grace of Ontir. Hip hip.
huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Constance Leclerc, please stand ready. May I continue, Your Majesty?
Why don't I? She's not coming, right? All right, cool. So Constance has a gift for money handling and for doing gate, and she has been very generous in sharing her knowledge in that field with people here. And so we wanted to recognize her for her service and for her teaching.
Proclaim unto all peoples that we, Sven and Rifkin, Rex Regina Ontir, have noted the dedication, works, and loyalty of our subject, Constance Leclerc, who has greatly enriched our realm. In gratitude, we thus award them entrance into the right noble order of the Gute song, and do further honor them with a grant of arms, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. In witness thereof, we here set our hand and seal this 26th day of February, Annus Societatis 56.
Thank you.
A joyous noise for Constance Leclerc. More joyous noise for Constance Leclerc. Our peanut gallery is getting cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
We're doing the best we can. For those that don't understand, we read these awards into court so that the local baronies can hand them out at a later date. So even when they're not here, they can get them in the future. As always, shh.
Except that it's on YouTube, so
I know, right?
Shh. Fake it as best you can. As Sung Young, stand ready.
he is here, right? No?
Sung Young, not ready, which leads me to believe Susanna Hurst,
Not
potentially
ready.
not ready.
Should we come back to them? Are they going to be here? Or should we just do it?
We can circle back.
Okay, let's circle back.
Helvey of Gotland, make yourself ready.
Hi.
Good
Hi.
work, Helvey.
So apparently you made posters for all of the baronies here, and that you've been integral to the demos here and attracting new people and retaining new people. And so we wanted to thank you for your service in that regard.
Moved are we by the noble actions of our people. Let the royal names of mighty King Sven and radiant Queen Rifkin, rightful sovereigns of the land, leave their mark in history. For remarkable service to crown and kingdom, we take upon ourselves our prerogative and grant fellowship into the right noble order of the Gute to Helvey of Gotland, and with this a grant of arms. In appreciation, we have here to set our hand and affixed our seal 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for everything that you do.
A joyous noise for the newest recipient of the Gute to Helvey of Gotland.
Oh, see, everybody woke up.
Just you have our leave to make yourselves comfortable. And by my leave and by our leave, I mean Their Majesty's leave. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do we leave?
You can stay and look good as long as you need.
They did it, yeah.
I know. Nailed it. Your Majesties, your careful leadership in these dark times is a light to all of Ontir, and thank you from your herald and your populace. I get to do cool stuff too. In the days when Scalaeus ruled as Prince of Ontir, Mael and his princess wished to honor those who had been of special service to her during her reign. She established the award of the Forget-Me-Not to be given by the princesses of Ontir at their pleasure. Likewise did Morag, first queen of Ontir, determine that service to the queen was of course worthy of honor, and chose to continue the present of the Forget-Me-Not to those who had distinguished themselves in her service. To this day, personal service to the consort of Ontir has been recognized by the bestowal of the Forget-Me-Not, and today Queen Rifkin is pleased to continue this tradition. Ludviga Wolfkiller, Duchess of Ontir, please stand ready.
So don't kneel. I know we've already said a lot of really beautiful things about you because you're a really beautiful person. But I know that I have been very ambitious in what I want to accomplish this reign. And you have just been such a rock for me in helping me and His Majesty.
Ludviga rules!
Yes, you do. You rule. And you just, it's always, yes, Your Majesty, I can make that happen. And I appreciate that about you. And I don't know really what we would do if you weren't on our team. So thank you. Thank you for offering to be on our team and sticking in there with us. So,
Did people get to see these?
So these are kind of cool. Which camera are we on?
Straight ahead, we'll consider
Okay.
as well.
So I don't know. Like these came in largesse, and somebody made. I don't know if this crochet or what. Yeah, they made this teeny weeny little crochet or tatting. I don't know. Forget-me-nots, and they were so cool that I said yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's really beautiful. Thank you, Majesty.
Thank you. I seriously, I
Majesty.
honestly don't know how to thank you enough.
Iron-fisted, golden-hearted Ludviga Wolfkiller is recognized with a Forget-Me-Not. 3 cheers. Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
We will teach Ontir to count to 3 or else.
Susanna.
Oh,
Fantastic. Your Majesty, may I return to our earlier business?
I would love that.
Thank you. Right. Sanjan, make yourself ready.
There they are. Woo! Okay, so I'm going to say some things about Sanjan first, and then we'll go to Susanna. So, Sanjan, you have the most amazing kit. You represent so well on the fighting field a culture that isn't portrayed very often, and we had you up for this award before Vren made you that beautiful new helmet, but that new helmet is sort of over the top. So we would like to recognize you for adding beauty to the field and for representing a culture that helps Ontir be more diverse.
Let all heed the words of Sven, by right of arms king, and by Rifkin, fierce queen, by grace and inspiration. Those warriors who grace the battlefield in well-crafted, effective, and dazzling armor bring glory to our realm. Sung Young, Sir Sung Young, in recognition of your example and inspiration, we award you the Lion's Torse, done by Royal Hand and Seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 56. A joyous noise.
So,
Thank you,
honestly,
Your
so well
Majesties.
deserved.
Thanks
You're
for enriching the field out there. We appreciate it.
100%. So while you're here, we're gonna go right to Susanna. Before Scamp steals my thunder. Susanna, you are amazing, and I honestly don't like it. Shocked the hell out of me that you did not have an arts award, because anything that you try, you're good at, and you immerse yourself in 100%, 110% completely. I'm not wearing it today because I lent it to Her Highness Artemisia to step up in, but you made this chain, and you just for me to step up in that is amazing, like amazing, and you taught yourself basically so that you could do it. I think you are amazing. I know I use that word a lot, but you are. And yeah, do you want to say something too, Your Majesty?
I echo her words.
So here are the words of our herald.
Susanna Hurst, beauty and skill go hand in hand and shine forth from the works of our gifted and generous subject, bringing glory to our realm. And thus it is with joy that we, Sven and Rifkin, sovereigns Ontir, admit them into the right noble order of the Jean de Lion, and do further honor them with a grant of arms, with all privileges, rights, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto, in witness whereof we here set our hand and seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 56. I almost said 61.
Yeah.
I've learned.
Good for you. Anyway, Susanna, I wish I had like your drive to learn how to do every part of a task. I just don't. But it's really awe-inspiring, and because you made me such a beautiful thing, I made you a little Jean de Leon bag as your token. So we'll get this to you later. But
thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm so honored, especially coming from you. That means so much to me.
And then you're not allowed to leave yet because I'm also giving you a forget-me-not. You also are doing a ton of clothing for us, and you're on my guard, and I just appreciate having you around. So thank you, and you'll get one of these cool little tatted forget-me-nots as well. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
For Susanna Hurst, a joyous noise. You have their Majesty's leave to be comfortable. Good chat. Let this lesson to all heralds be known. Any thunder you carry at the grace and the privilege of their Majesties Ontir. Remember, thou art mortal.
Just a man.
Livia, Alexandra Severa, and Morgan of the Oaks. Stand ready. Sit ready. Looking good. Well done.
So
Thank you, Madam.
how pretty you guys are. But you both work as a team very often to do scribal arts, costuming arts, metal arts, and in response to Helen's, I said that right, step down outfit.
Nailed it.
I can't even tell you how many recommendations we got for both of you. And when we look on the OP and neither one of you have an art award, I couldn't wait to do this for you. So please hear the words of Scamp, our herald.
Beauty and skill go hand in hand, like peanut butter and jelly. And so do they shine forth the works of our gifted and generous subject, Livia Alexandra Severia, bringing glory to our realm. So too does Morgan of the Oaks help out. Sovereigns Ontir, Sven and Rifkin admit them to the right noble order of the Jean de Leon and do further honor them with a grant of arms and all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto.
Yay!
In witness whereof we set our hand and seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
So, Morgan, your scroll hasn't come up yet, but it's both of you get Jean Delon. So everybody gets no.
Yeah.
But seriously, you guys, you work so great as a team. Your Scribble stuff that you did for the backlog, the Scribble backlog thing from before, amazing, like so amazing. So thank you both for everything that you do, and yay.
Also, yay.
And also on a just kind of a side note, because I never really got to say this, you two were a fantastic king and queen for Ontir, and I appreciate the service that you guys did for us. So thank you.
100.
It was our honor. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much, Your Majesty, for all of that, actually.
We're doing another joyous noise. Let's hear it. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ronan McLiga, stand ready. A joyous noise is heard. Thank you. Your Majesty, would you like me to read?
Yes, please.
Hold yourselves silent and attend the words of dread King Sven and fierce Queen Rifkin. Let all know that Ronan McLiga has the great service to our people pleased us, and thus deserve our recognition. Thus do we admit to them the right order of the Gute song. And tribute do we give the grant of arms, and with gratitude we set our hand and seal this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
Scamp must really like you because he just went total.
He's McLiga.
Like full Scott.
He's from the Uptown McLigas. I had to do.
So, so you have acted as an event steward and an officer, and just like a general helper all around. So we just really wanted to recognize that and thank you for that. It's that kind of service that is the backbone of the kingdom and the barony. So thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
A joyous noise for Ronan McLiga.
Thank you, Scamp.
Anytime,
For
Ronan.
good reason.
Daphne Frazier, are you available?
I'm okay. Yeah. Hi, Daphne.
Hello, Your Majesty. Hello, Your Majesty.
It's good to see your face. So you, for people that don't know, Daphne does pewter. She casts pewter, and for decades now, she has been casting pewter for the kingdom, basically at charge of materials. She has been, yes, super gracious and generous with her skill and her time. And we want to, both of us. Yeah. Sometimes I forget because he's.
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm
sorry.
Yeah.
Wanted to thank you for your decades of service and your generosity.
Thank you.
The word fame of the kingdom is spread through the donations of time, treasure, and service. In recognition of your generosity, we are minded to recognize you with a bountiful hand.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Door 2.
So I do have a bountiful hand coin for you that I will probably give to Her Grace to give to you. But also wanted to recognize you with the Lion's Strength, which is for decades of service to the kingdom, basically. And seriously, Daphne, you have been a pillar of the kingdom for a very, very long time. And if I could give you more, I would. But this is heartfelt, like heartfelt. Thank you so much for being such a integral part of the kingdom and such a force for good. You are so appreciated.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Yes. And Scamp is going to talk now.
Okay.
Pretty.
Sven, dread lion of Ontir, and Rifkin, sagacious lioness of Ontir, are guided by the immortal words of Master Frederick Rogers of the Red Sweater. Look for the helpers. It is the helpers who toil in the shadows of the lion's throne, who are the foundations of mighty Ontir. Through selfless toil and labors of love, the foundation of the kingdom becomes strong. When someone lovingly acts as a helper in service to the kingdom for 20 or more years, we are minded to recognize them with the honor of the lion's strength. We declare that Daphne, the Pillar, Fraser, is undisputedly a helper, and in recognition of their decades of service, we now induct them into that order of the lion's strength. Done by our hand this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
And so the token for this award is a Checky belt, and I will also leave that with Her Grace and Lion Attias to give to you. And, you know, I actually wrote that thing because I really do think that it's look for the helpers and the amount of love that you've shown for the kingdom. It really, I know I've said it, but it's phenomenal. So thank you.
Thank you, too. You're a shining example for us all to follow. And I truly appreciate you both as our king and queen to get us back into being a happy and healthy kingdom again.
Well, thank you, Daphne.
Wordsmith Daphne Fraser drops it like it's hot. A joyous noise for Daphne Fraser.
You got me on a good side.
Take what I can get.
We're gonna recruit you and make you.
I was trying to make sure I never got called again. All right,
Nope.
I'm not trying to.
Well, yeah, I mean, we lost our herald.
Yeah, we did. That's what I was thinking, Your Majesty.
The
Yeah.
phone ringing?
We're
Just live TV.
I am the servant to Ontir and their majesties. Refskeg of House Bread, are you busy?
So he was,
Kata of House Bread, make yourself ready.
so for those of you that don't know, and it's probably a lot, Refskeg really is the man behind the curtain. And he and Kata, who is his wife, have done so much to make virtual Ontir happen, to make.
Uh-oh.
Lord over everything.
You know what's good though? is
Romans,
that-
don't get back up.
Apparently, he's very important.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? No.
Yes.
Yes, you can hear us. Okay, great. About little intermission there. Just I got it.
And we're back.
So I don't know what you heard and what you didn't, but I was extolling the amazingness of these two, and really through them, virtual court is possible in the way that.
Oh.
Well, he can't hear us.
Your Majesty, could you say kind words as you sit beneath the halo of Ontir? Yep.
Can you hear us now?
You sound magnificent.
Okay,
Magnificent.
sorry about that. You know, he gets up from his chair and things just go. So,
Would you like me to sum up, Your Majesty?
yes, Scamp is going to sum up.
Y'all are super great. Yay. Also, all of these virtual spaces depend on this team of house bread. Both Refskeg and Kata have worked tirelessly to make these virtual spaces welcoming for the people who are there in person, as well as available to those all out and about. They are 100% self-taught. They learned because there was a need, not because they came with buckets of expertise. There are so many moving parts to make such a thing and a space and a time, both physical and ethereal, that they have taken the opportunity to recognize them at this time. Her Majesty's eloquence was moving. We are so sorry that you lost it in the feed, and we've done my humble best to catch us up.
Scamp, you're not going anywhere. Like you're mine now.
Well, you've already handed out
Please.
one line.
Oh,
Moved are we by the noble actions of our people, that the royal names of mighty Sven, King, and radiant Queen Rifkin, rightful sovereigns of the land, leave their mark in history. For remarkable service to crown and kingdom, we take upon ourselves our prerogative and grant fellowship into the right noble order of the... Whatever, stop helping. I know, I'm working on it.
You don't know what I was going to tell you.
green is his.
The green is hers.
I was going to assume that's because her colors are green.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the assistance. It takes many hands of the village to make light work lighter or weirder. In appreciation, we have here to set our hand and affixed our seal to this 26th day of February, Anno Societatis. To recap, these two fine individuals of House Bread have been inducted into the Order of the Gute song. 3 cheers! Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
All right, I got to go to Zana time.
So don't leave yet because I don't know if we need to do the text of the Forget Me Not again.
We're going to skip the Forget
Okay,
Me Not.
we are, but we're not skipping giving it to you. Both of you, like you have filled a need that I didn't even know that we needed. And honestly, like that is like the most amazing and it's a gift. It's a gift to have people fill in something that you don't even know you need and just make it happen. I appreciate, and His Majesty appreciates both of you so much. And I'm not going to try to put that on again. But so thank you both so much.
Thank you.
A joyous noise for the most recent recipients of the Queen's Forget-Me-Nots. Huzzah!
So I just have, Your Majesty, do you want to say something before I sum up?
Oh no, this was fantastic. Thanks everybody for all the help and making this happen. It was fun to watch. So
Well,
by
we
myself in Wildsmere.
We missed having you in person, but I love having you here virtually to do this together. So
Absolutely.
thank you for making that happen. I also want to thank everybody for joining us and hanging out, and all the people that we recognize for being willing to join us in the technology. And there is one more thing I wanted to talk about. At Kingdom ANS, we are sponsoring an auction to benefit child survivors of sexual abuse in light of the news that came out of Avicall. So we would like to encourage people to go and bid high, to donate and to sit at the tables and help Her Excellency Aquaterra out, because she's running point on that for us. So thank you, everyone. Get to ANS and bid. What?
We just lost out.
Oh, shit.
No, we heard you. We heard
that.
This has been a fire drill. Well executed, everyone. Good job. Everyone relax.
We
Your
did so
Majesty.
great until the last 10 minutes. Anyway, thank you, everyone. It's really a pleasure to interact with you all and do this. So, do you have anything? All right.
Thus ends the court of their royal majesties Sven and Rifkin. Long live King Sven!
Long live King Sven!
Long live Queen Rifkin!
Long live Queen Rifkin!
For Her Excellency Stromgard, huzzah!
Huzzah!
For our hosts Stromgard and Housebred, huzzah!
Huzzah!
For our glorious kingdom, for I say her name, Ontir! 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 You have their majesties leave to depart and be comfortable.